Make a wish. Okay, I'll make a wish. I wish that I'd known just a few short days ago that I was about to run out of chances to let my good friend Wayne Ruhnke know just how much better my world was with him in it. You know, I can remember a time when I wasn't Santa, but I can't seem to remember a time when I was Santa but didn't know Wayne Ruhnke.
And just go from there. But anyway, this is the clever that I wanted to show you, Bruce. This is the, these are loose enough to make some noise as it's moving, but this is spring steel piano wire that Santa Wayne has created.
You can pull it off.
Yeah, it will come out. If you ever need to, it will come out. But they will not come out unless you want them to. That spring steel clip assembly is brilliant, and we owe this guy right here, but he won't take anything, so I'll just have to slip that in. But anyway,
more importantly perhaps, I can remember a time when there was no Forbes, but I can't recall a Forbes event that Santa Wayne and Cookie Ruhnke weren't right there in the middle of. A good thing for us that he was, too, because the media loved Wayne as much as we did. In fact, CNN even wound up using pictures of Wayne, even though their story involved 5 other Santas. I'm sure I could have made this a more fitting tribute to Wayne's entire life if I'd involved some of Wayne's other friends and family members. It might have turned into a TV miniseries, but I'm sure it would have been well worth watching. If I'm ever asked, perhaps I'll still give it a try someday. But as Forbes' official videographer and keeper of the archives, I knew you couldn't throw a box of candy canes into our library without most of them landing on photos, videos, and news clippings featuring one or both of our Ruhnkes. From the earliest videos in our archives, right up to the most recent. From the biggest international events in the Christmas community, to those legendary parties on their patio. From the parades featuring their eye-catching Super Sleigh combo, to all the video clips featuring the Ruhnke racket, the sound of flatulent balloons flying across a room or yard, or train, or meeting. Thanks to them, if balloon racing ever does become an Olympic event, the North Pole will field a pretty good team. The Ruhnke name is all but synonymous with the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Santas, too. They were founding members of the very first chapter in Orange County. In fact, it was at that very meeting in April of 2008 that I christened Dottie with her new and permanent Santa World name. We now all know her as Cookie, and you all know why. Later, when the second chapter formed in the Inland Empire, they were right there too. In fact, Santa Wayne is the IE chapter's vice president. They were also emeritus members of the San Diego chapter, number 4. And that's in addition to the fact that Cookie serves the fraternity as our national recording secretary. I suspect for as long as she wants to continue doing so. You know, my family loved Santa Wayne, and his family loved us. For years now, Singin' Santa and Diva Claus have been like peas in a pod with those two, everywhere we went. In fact, here's my favorite photo from this year's Santa Cruise. And you know, I shot it from Wayne's balcony. Not that we could always keep up with them, of course. Although Wayne's mobility recently began to falter, even using a cane, Wayne could still outdance me. And I was taking lessons behind his back. During last year's annual Santa Cruz Putt-Putt Championship, Santa Wayne spent most of his time puttering around with his camera, taking pictures of the rest of us. This year I participated myself and made the mistake of ribbing him a little, saying, well, at least I outscored Santa Wayne. And he challenged me on the spot from this wheelchair to race him up this rock wall. Folks, I hastened to convince him that I was only joking, because, I never doubted for a second that Wayne would have creamed me. When I heard the news that Wayne was gone, I knew immediately that I just had to make this film. Through it, perhaps I'll at least be able to let his family and friends know just how rich Santa Wayne made my life. I will take my copy out every July 9th, and I'll watch it again. I'll reflect upon the influence which my good and dear friend had on the entire Christmas community. And I'll remind myself again just how much I and every other Santa owe a jolly gent named Wayne Ruhnke. As I record this, I am only just now beginning to suspect the void which has been left in my life. Rest in peace, dear friend. God bless.